Okay, so really quick, again, yes, this is Battlefield 4 gameplay because I do not have a capture card for PS3 for any COD gameplay, and I don't have COD 4 or Black Ops 4, and I don't have, and I tried doing COD Warzone, but the logout thing wasn't working. So, with that being said, this is my list of the hardest maps on Black Ops 1 to the easiest maps on Black Ops 1. Now, um, this is one my opinion, and but I would love to hear your discussion on it. Two is this is like mainly for solo only, and it's for getting to round 50, like easiest to get to round 50. And then third is I will be including the World at War maps as well. So coming in at the hardest map, I believe, is Nocturnaton. Now, the reason why I add that in is because in World at War, you know, it's fairly easy because in your mind you're not worried about other perks and whatnot because it's the first ever map. So and then you find a good strategy with the flamethrower and the ray gun to do a train with. But the difficulty of the zombies weren't as high as the ones in Black Ops and up. And in Black Ops, they have waves as well. And I feel like that's what makes it even harder to deal with. Especially only having 2 hit down, with no revive, nothing. That's insane to do. And on top of how short the map is. There's no easy way to train, really. If you get stuck once, you get stuck. That's pretty much it. And the zombies can suck you in when they hit you. So, that's why I believe Noct is the hardest one. But my number 2 spot on the hardest, people would probably agree with, is Shangri-La as being the hardest map in the game. Shangri-La is just, I think it's Verruckt 2.0 because of how skinny the maps are and how how skinny the map is and how just easily trapped you can get. And the doors do cost a lot, as well as just the amount of pressure you get from the zombies being very difficult to deal with as well. And then the screamer can be very annoying too. It's very hard to train anywhere, really. I still till this day do not know a good train spot. The highest I ever made it was round 42, and that wasn't even me training. You know what I mean? That was just me. Like, just hoping for the best. Next, I have Call of the Dead. This can be debatable, but the reason why I have Call of the Dead on there is, one, just George in general is annoying, and two, is that just the amount of doors you have to open. That's the part that gets me. The amount of doors that you have to open is so tedious that it just makes you, it makes it so hard to, like, take Verruckt, for example. Verruckt, once you open the doors, you've opened the doors. You're good to go. And you pretty much set yourself up. But in Call of the Dead, you have to open the doors. And on top of how big, that map is way too big. And I think it looks amazing. Just what ruined it was George and how ginormous the map is. If it wasn't that big, it'd be awesome. And if George wasn't on there, it'd be awesome. But I think that's what makes it third hardest, is because it just straight up like, yeah, it has a lot of doors to open. Number 4, I have Kino. Now, I hate this map personally, like, just hate, but that's on a different video I put out, my worst to best maps, so I'm going to do it to where it's the hardest. But Kino, the crawlers are what make it hard. It does have an easy route to train on, but it's very hard when the aliens are just annoying, and you have to kill the zombies first, then the aliens. But I mean, for me personally, they kind of ruined the whole the whole aspect of zombies. So I don't like Kino, but it is pretty challenging. Next, we have Verruckt. Now, I was going to put Durise before Verruckt, but Verruckt is still challenging due to the fact that it's just hard to train on, and it's easier in Black Ops to train because there's no sprinters like in War That War, but it's still, you can still get caught. You know what I mean? Going up the stairs, going down the stairs. It's just a very skinny map to work with, and that can be very challenging. But yes, it is easier to get higher in the rounds now because in Black Ops there's no sprinters, which I'm very glad they took the sprinters out. And coming up next we have Durise. Now, Durise is I'm sorry, Durise. I keep thinking of my younger days saying that, but Durise is Durise is, it's easy because of how easy you can set yourself up with Pack-a-Punch, and the training is easy to do on that map as well. You can easily set yourself up, which is nice. I personally don't think that Durise is too difficult, but it can get tricky at times. Next, I have Moon. Now, the reason why I have Moon up so high is just because of the I'm sorry, I said Moon up so high thinking it's a I'm over here thinking it's a worst to best. I have it up high in the sense of how easy it is. I have Moon up easy because once you get into the Biodome, it is huge to train on. Biodome is so huge, and Moon is one of those hit or miss maps where it can either look extremely challenging or it's one of the easiest maps in the game. And I personally think it's very easy once you get into the Biodome, because then you can just rack up a bunch of points, and if you have the box in there, it just makes life 10 times easier. But if you don't have the box, it doesn't matter because you can have the hacking machine. And once you have the hacking device, you put that on the box, and while yes, it does cost 1,200 more, it doesn't matter. You still have the box at your luxury. And the Biodome is just very easy to train on. And you can go back into the first area of the map and get points there if you really wanted to. I love doing that when I get the guns I want. It's very fun. Next I have Shinonuma on the map, and Shinonuma is one of my all-time favorite maps, just in a sense of it was one of the first maps that really had like an outdoor feeling, and it felt like you were out of the map, which is really awesome. Shinonuma is very easy to set yourself up in, and there's a lot of safe spots, and just look how big the map is. You can run around easily. You can start a nice train on that map. So Shinonuma is easy. Next we have Ascension. Ascension has one of the absolute best areas to run a train. Just, oh my god, that is one of the best areas to run a train. Once you do that, you can set yourself up so easily buying Juggernog, and I think it makes it easier that you only want Juggernog and something else because of the monkeys. The monkeys make it to where you only want like 2 perks. If you get more than 2 perks, it's too hard to, no matter how many claymores you set out, it's still too hard to deal with. And the monkeys can be very annoying, but not too difficult. Especially if you have the thunder gun, it's not like it really matters. Not against the monkeys, don't get me wrong, not against the monkeys. But if you have the ray gun against the monkeys, it makes it a lot easier. So Ascension is very easy to rack up points and just very easy to set yourself up on. Coming in at the easiest map is 5. 5 is the easiest map to set yourself up on, just because of the easy safe spot in the beginning of the round. And once you open up the elevator, now you have the one room where you can go downstairs and basically just train all you want. You can train all you want. And just how easy it is to set yourself up with Pack-a-Punch. All you have to do is open DEFCON 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. You're good to go. You go in the room and you set up Pack-a-Punch with the double pistols, and you can just easily and get Mustang and Sally and easily cruise your way to round 50. Just easily. I've cruised my way up to round 50 so many times on 5. It's ridiculous. And it was really hard between Ascension and 5 to pick which one was the 2 easiest maps to set yourself up on and just easily, stroll on, because I also forgot to mention on Ascension that it's very easy to get Pack-a-Punch on that map as well. And yeah, those 2 maps were really hard to decide which one was easiest to play. So let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear it. And that's it. Peace.